Hey guys, welcome back to the hide. We're in the gun room again today, thanks to some really nice rainy weather. But it gives me an opportunity to kind of go over something I've been wanting to talk about a little while. And so this is going to be another knife video for us. But I know a lot of you guys like the idea of carrying a utility blade. And honestly, I do too. I mean, being realistic with everybody, guys, I mean, probably 95% of your EDC cutting tasks are stuff like maybe plastic wrap, envelopes, definitely boxes, so cardboard, paper, material, which, as we know, those type of materials play absolute heck on our EDC blades. So that stands to reason that a nice utility knife or a nice utility blade would come in very handy for that. But as you guys know, me, when I started getting into knives, utility blades meant, what you have in your toolbox that you might cut carpet with. So we're going to bust out the old Stanley here. And as you guys know, these things are very heavy. There's no way that I would ever consider EDCing one of these ever, although it would work, but there is no way that it would be a viable EDC option, or at least for me anyway. But granted, moving on down the line, I know you guys have seen these. These are those foldable utility knives. They come with a single utility blade, really easy to change out. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with them. I've had this thing for, gosh, forever. I bet you probably 10 years, if not longer. And it's seen a lot of use, and it keeps on going. It's a lock back, so it's really strong, really positive feeling. The only thing I don't like about this is the weight. It's relatively heavy, and it's extremely bulky. As you guys can see, it's got some width to it. But entering into today's world, I stumbled upon this little fella here. This is from Outdoor Edge, and it's called the SlideWinder. And this, believe it or not, is a utility knife. And this has got to be one of the coolest little things I have seen in a long, long time. It's a 4-in-1, actually multi-tool, I guess you could say, but it fits a standard size utility blade, just like you would even have in this one. So it's got a slide here, as you can say from the SlideWinder name, but you can see that it is utility blade. And to retract, this little button here on the edge goes right back into the frame. And guys, it is small. As you can see in my hand, I'll grab the tape measure and the scale here in just a second, and we'll get some actual dimensions. But it's got a lanyard hole, and as I mentioned, it's a 4-in-1 multi-tool. So you've got a flat blade screwdriver here on this end, you've got a Phillips on this end, that end there, and then it's got a bottle opener here where the knife blade is. It's a polyglass and stainless steel back, so I mean it's a pretty stout little unit, but it rides in the pocket, guys, very, very well. I carry it, I don't even know that I have it on me. So that is a definite benefit over like the folding type. Let me grab the scale here, and let's just see, just as a comparison, we'll take a look here. Okay, so this is just that standard, as I know a lot of you guys probably have these, just foldable type utility blades. And we're looking at 4 ounces. 4 ounces, and that's with a blade. So zeroed out. And then the SlideWinder, 1.7. So it's considerably lighter. But the thing that gets me is the thickness of it, or the lack thereof. It is extremely thin, so it rides in the pocket. You pretty much don't even know it's there, guys. And like I said, takes all standard utility blades, so it's not going to cost you anything different as far as sourcing different types of blades or anything. Whatever you have at Walmart, your local Walmart, or your hardware store is going to work just fine. These come in a couple different colors. I've seen them in black, and I think they've got a green, but I'm not really for sure on that. But I kind of like the orange. It's something a little bit different. But I usually carry this in line with my other EDC blade. But I'll be honest with you, I use this thing here more than probably anything that I've had, except for my little multi-tool from Kershaw. But this thing here is definitely cool. Definitely give this a check. And they're only about $20, so I mean they're pretty reasonable in price too. But give them a look, check it out, see what you guys think. I think it might be something that you guys might be interested in. I will say it does take a little bit to get to used to. It does have a little bit of a finger groove here that you can kind of get. You can get a good purchase on, but like I said, for like cutting boxes and things like that, I mean, it does really well, and the blade retracts just like that. But if you guys got any questions on this, feel free to post them up. It's just something kind of different. I wanted to come out there and show you guys, and some of you might be interested in it that like EDC items and knives and stuff like that, kind of like I do. But definitely a cheap enough option to give you guys a EDC utility blade. But check us out on Facebook. Stay in touch there. And as always, shoot straight. Later, fellas.